Welcome back to the Venom Workshop. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to be showing you how to change the carb in the Jeep here. I do have a carb change video actually up on YouTube already. It's just terrible. Really dropped the ball on that one. You can't really see anything of what I'm doing. So when I'm working here, what I did was I put my camera right here, and it was a dumb me, and I put it too low and you can't see me working on it. So now I like to put the camera up nice high like this, and then you guys can see what I'm doing. Oh, right there, like that. So we're gonna do this video again to make sure it's done right. So this is our Jeep. It might look a little scuffed and banged, but this is Venom House Jeep, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna change the carb on it. So first thing you want to do is we're gonna want to get our seat off. Obviously seat belts. And then I'm gonna get this seat off. The seat isn't hard to take off. Everybody knows how to take their own seat off, I'm pretty sure. Get over there. Here we go. Get the seat off. Then we're gonna take off this. Well, we probably won't take this plate off, but we're gonna take the top plate off for sure, just so we can get it to carb. You're not gonna need a ton of tools or nothing. You're gonna need 8mm wrench, 8mm socket, a 5mm Allen key. I keep mine on my driver, so it's a lot faster. You're gonna need a 10mm wrench too. I'll lay it out on the seat here what we're gonna need. So let me get my tools and let's get cracking. So for my tools, you'll see that we have all my tools here. Like I said, 8mm wrench, 10mm wrench. This is my just my socket with an 8mm socket on it. You're gonna need a metric Allen key set, and all you need is really the number 5, which I already have in my driver. I just put that there to let you know what you need. You'll need a Phillips screwdriver and a flat screwdriver. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the seat off this thing. You guys go ahead and get the seats off your thing, and let's get started. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna take off that cover. There we go. Needed a bolt tray somewhere to put the bolts and nuts. All right, let's get started. And these, when you're taking them off, you just have, there's a 10mm nut down on the bottom that you have to hold with your 10mm wrench. Just like that. And I'm gonna go take the other side off. Here we go. Now we can fold this back. And we're going to push it away. So it doesn't get stepped on, because that's usually what happens. And then stuff breaks. That's what I want to do. Okay, now. So, that's our carb right here. So on each side of that carb, here and here, there's 2 8mm bolts holding it on. Then there's our fuel line right here. Now, before we remove our fuel line, we're going to want to shut the fuel off. And you're going to want to come down to this side. there. Oops. Okay. So if we look directly underneath here, you look at there's right here, there's a fuel valve. Just turn it to the side like that, and then your fuel is turned off. Because we don't want to pop the fuel line off and just leave the fuel petcock open, because it'll just pour fuel all over the place. Right. Actually, get a look from the back. It's the easiest way. You can see everything, right? There we are. So right here is our fuel line. So now we can just pop that off. Pop it off like that. And you're going to want to remove the top of the carb. Close the needle valve. And then here is our choke right here. But we're not going to remove the choke cable. We're going to take it off the carb, but we're not going to take it out of the ATV. There's just no point. Now, what we can do is go ahead and take off our 8 mils. I'll take this 8 mil out. Then we're just gonna go down and pull our drain hose off at the bottom. Now we can remove our choke cable. And you just have to loosen that. You don't have to actually take it off. Pull it around like that, pull the cable out, and there's our carb. So now we'll get our new carb out of our box, and we'll come back and put it back in. Okay, so next, we've got the carb off. I'm obviously going to put this one back on, but you're going to want to change your needle valve. So to change the needle valve, pretty easy. You just want to compress the spring down with your thumb and hold it just like that. And then you can take that cable off, let it slip off like that, and then take the top off. Now, when you get your new carb, it's going to come with a new top just like this. So you're going to want to put it back on your cable, do the exact same. Slide the cable through the top, just like that. Don't let this fall down if you can. Just hook your little finger in it, because if it does, it's going to fall all the way down there, and we're going to have to go looking for it. So then take your spring, put it on the 2 little tabs inside there, and then compress that spring down with your thumb, just like before. Hold it down as far as you can, so you know you can get your needle valve on there, just like that, and there you go. And then make sure, like I said, and keep that top like that. So now we know that top needle valve's changed. So something you're going to want to take off and change if you don't have it, and that's going to be this filter. So take the filter off, and then again you'd put it back on, and you're going to want to put it back on so that it is facing back away from the firewall in the front. And we're just going to screw that back on there. Just like that. Then we're going to want to put our choke cable back on before we install the carburetor. Again, just put the cable in through the little slot on the black and bring it up and on. And then you can move the the clamp for it, and we'll screw it back into place. Just like that. And before we put our carb back on, another thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go ahead and put the top back in. So now what you're going to want to do is this long line right here, you're going to line it up with this little pin on this side, and make sure the little divot on this side that has the little notch in it goes on the side with the screw, because that's for your idle. So we're going to go ahead and put that right back in. Make sure it goes all the way to the bottom too, as much as possible. If your spring is really tight and hard to push down, then the needle valve's in the wrong position. You're going to have to flip it around. So just like that. Get my top there, and I'll screw it back on, just like that. There we are. Now we're going to go ahead and put the carb back on. Now, something I want you to remember when you're putting this carb back on, don't forget this little black gasket. Now, this little black gasket, these two rubber rings don't go together. The flat of the black gasket goes to the flat of the carburetor, and or to the O-ring, and the O-ring goes to the flat of the intake. So just like that. And then we can fix that hose down there in a minute. But let's go ahead and put our bolts back in. That's just finger tight for now. There we go. There we go. All right, perfect. Now we can take our fuel line, which is right here. We can put it back on, just like that, and that's good. So now our carb is back installed. I haven't tightened them bolts yet, so I'm going to do that now. And you just want to tighten these up till they're snug. You don't want to tighten them till they snap or they break the gasket. And that's good. So our carb is completely changed. Everything is ready to go. Now all we have to do is put our cover back on and the seat, and that's basically it, guys. So we need to put this cover back on is our 10 mil and our 5 mil Allen key again. And that's it. Go. There you go. And that's it. That's how easy it is to change a carb on a Mini Jeep. It's super, super easy. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely like and subscribe. We love seeing new subscribers, guys. And leave us a comment below. All right. See you in the next video.